Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I could truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You were always switching up your whole position. I could see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Lucky Week 13 is underway. Everyone hoping for some good fortune as we enter the home stretch. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Herbert throwing right away. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to move. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Running back sent in motion left. Shotgun snap to Herbert. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Ifatu Melifonwu with the INT. And the Lions take over as he records his 10th career INT. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
And he gets this forward to the 19. Managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it will really break the backs of the defense.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions parlay the interception into points. That one right down the middle. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Starting from the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Back to the well again. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. Finds him on the crossing route. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Simple dive up the middle. And he works it deeper into enemy territory past the 40. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
From the 37. Reeled in by George Kittle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. On the pickup. And the Chargers will have a first. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Another look for him, Brock. And hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
2nd and 10 now. Dialing up a receiver screen. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. Third and 4 coming up now.
21.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to SoFi right after this. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Chargers ball as we get back for the second, and they are thinking points. Herbert throwing again. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. Don't think he's going to get much, if any, as he heads out of bounds right near the line. So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. This 32 yards out on the right hash. Brown's kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Again, it's Gibbs. Up the sideline, past the 40. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. He gets it ahead and winds up with about 3. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. They kick the running back in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked by Alohi Gilman. And the Chargers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to the air, Herbert. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting to completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Brown's kick is up and good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single-point prop as they send this off and away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Coming right is Gibbs. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He gets 6 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know it from the position of the quarterback, Kate. Sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line for second down. From the gun, a give to Brown. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the old lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Chargers take possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. That throw finds Kittle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Chargers pushing for a score before the break. Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. Throwing on first is Herbert. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. It's another first-half mistake. He's intercepted again. Ifatu Melifonwu with the INT. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. So as it tends to do, roughing the passer comes at the worst time possible for this defense. That interception goes away.
Yeah, and that is such a lonely place as you finally hit the quarterback, but you look next to you, you see the penalty flag, and you know right away. And then to see your buddy on the other end get a pick nullified, that's a lose-lose situation.
On the move, headed right. An excellent game, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Herbert on first down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. He's got a gain of 6 there. That was Ifatu Melifonwu there to make the play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Moving on into the red zone. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
They'll try and punch it in. Has the LA touchdown. The Chargers take the lead just before halftime. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers push their lead to 6. All lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Ritter. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Ritter looking to throw. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Flushed out of the pocket. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. One last play before the break. Putting a receiver in motion. Looking to throw. Chased out to his right. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
Lions 10.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
All right, here we go. Second down. Another one for Gibbs. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run, well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
The Chargers into a nickel set, third down. Back now, pressure on its way. It's tipped away. It's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down. The Lions ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. Punt meets him at the 28. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 58 yards on the punt there. And they're going to take over possession. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Lone back gets the handoff. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second and 8. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. George Kittle, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Throwing now, Herbert. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Ifatu Melifonwu with the INT. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. A give to Gibbs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on 4th down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8. He'll throw it. Headed out right. He connects downfield on 4. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll go right side with Gibbs.
Well, that play call, it was certainly about playing it safe and just running it from the goal-to-go situation. But I'm not sure it's possible with how well this defense is holding up.
Law sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try Gibbs again. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
Herbert now off the play fake. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
He fired. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Brian Branch has it.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good in field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win.
Chargers 13.
Second and 6 coming up here. A give left side for Gibbs. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. He finds space into the red zone. And they take this in for the score. The Lions parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Chargers 13.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Has this at the 6. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Hits his running back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Baylor Tiger, 59.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Buys time, rolling right. That's a pickup of 9. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
He put some juice on a deep throw down the... They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, LA. Crucial moment of the game here as the Chargers try for two. This might be a free play for him. Forced out to his right. It is incomplete, but they're going to get another look at it. Somebody jumped up front. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Getting another shot at two here.
Ray.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. Escapes the pocket. And he's got it. That gets him two and puts them within a field goal here late. Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Gibbs on the carry. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring out 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running it with Gibbs. Crosses midfield, still going. And he has this all the way across to the opposing 45. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Gibbs now from the gun. And they bring him down around the 34. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Again, it's Gibbs. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Lions holding on to a field goal lead. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Here's a gift to Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave them enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here. Start with 1st and goal. It's Gibbs on the carry, and he's brought down for a loss.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bad when you could defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
Now Gibbs. And he will score. And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions make it a 10-point ball game.
Chargers, 21.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. 1st and 10, Herbert. He rolls to his right. Completed to his running back. And it's a gain of 10. Still no first down, but at least he stopped the clock.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
From the 40 on 2nd down. He's on the move. Connection made with his back deep downfield. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. It's 3rd and 5 for him after the penalty. Now to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And there's our last-seen image of this game. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And And the Lions make one of their best plays at the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So it's one for the win column for the Lions. And they continue playing their best ball of the season over this recent stretch as they pick up a 6th consecutive victory.